the Brisbane Broncos. They are the bad guys. There is support for them here at the stadium, but it is only in patches. What an amazing record for this club. 18 straight seasons of finals football. And Darren Lockyer tonight, his 31st finals appearance in his 313th first grade game. We saw last night Slater, one of the real superstars of the game, stand tall. It may be Folau tonight who does the same. 4 tries against the Titans back in round 10 this year at Suncorp. Carmichael Hunt at fullback. His league career on the home run. He's off to the AFL ranks, maybe via rugby union. Barra, a 5 or 6 week period, he's had a great year. But this is a moment for the founding members of the Gold Coast Titans Club and the hard workers, the pioneers to savour the Titans in finals football. Marquee signings are all on deck tonight. They were led out by Scotty Prince and Luke Bailey. There's Matt Rogers in his 15th finals appearance. At 33 years of age, he's the oldest member of the side. Bailey's up front. He's had 10 finals games under his belt. Yet they come here at home as underdogs. Preston Campbell has won a premiership in his time. That was with the Panthers. So they have the big match experience there. They're ready to lock horns. It's hard not to be excited about this one tonight. Corey Parker starts us. And a wobbly start for the Titans. And Mark Minicello is upended by Hodges. He was tipped up. And you've got to watch those closely. Jordan Atkins with his first touch, 15 metres out from the Titans line. What an atmosphere here tonight. Campbell, an early shift for the Titans. Prince goes inside for LaFranchi when it seemed destined to reach Chris Walker in the centres. And now Rogers with it, almost back to the 30. Hodges is in there with Dave Taylor and McCulloch to make the tackle. This is Walker, one of 5 former Broncos in this Titans lineup tonight. Friend back for Prince, and this time they shift left out to Campbell. Confronted by Thaiday, got it to Minicello, loose ball, and only Campbell back there. Gets a kick away, Lockyer's onto it. If Campbell doesn't snaffle that ball, it's Israel Folau, or rather Hodges, who would have picked it up. And he would have been away.
Yeah, that was a case of running on the last tackle, which went horribly wrong and could have been a lot worse after Minicello popped that one back.
And the Broncos have it 45 metres away from the Titans line. And working Carmichael Hunt like a front rower. He thought he was Dave Taylor. 30 metres away from the line. Now Wallace goes inside, they play it tight. They are attacking the belly of the Gold Coast Titans here in this first set of the night for them. Now Lockyer, Grubbers to the corner. Back there, they've got it. It is Gordon onto it. And the Broncos have forced the first line dropout of the night. One of their players has been left behind on the chase. And a bit of concern for him as well. So Yaoyu there, who collected the boot. Jarrell Yaoyu in his first finals game. And he's in a poor state in Galway.
Yeah, it's a mild form of concussion at the very best. And here's how it happened. Just watch him collect the back right foot.
His head.
And that's very, very painful. I was about to say, gee, it's a far better set for Brisbane, their first set of 6, than the Titans. Unfortunately, the injury may change all that around and provides a little bit of time as well for the Titans to just mop up that atmosphere.
Fatty, very direct first set from Brisbane, wasn't it? Straight around either side of dummy half.
You know, when you're Carmichael Hunt heading it up and like front rower, you know, they're sending a message to the Titans. Yeah, sweet. Wingers are a lot tougher than they used to be.
So the Titans with the first line drop out of the night, and again they will have to absorb a little bit of pressure here. Here's Nick Kenny. Mackie comes and headlong into 3 defenders. Friend was there with LaFranchi and Bailey, and they're 35 out on tackle 1. Now Wallace switches back inside, and Ashton Sims is onto the ball. He's in the starting side with Tony Carroll back to the bench. McCulloch to Lockyer. Again they turn inside, and Hunt was the man there. Parker built it up for Wallace. This is most direct from Brisbane. They're laying their cards on the table. McCulloch, Lockyer, Fireday, ran towards Campbell. Got away from him, not Minicello. Also there was Jordan Atkins. They're only 8 metres away, the Broncos. Lockyer, quick ball. On for Hodges, good tackle. Gordon and Campbell. Last tackle, Brisbane. Well picked up by Lockyer. Now he's under pressure. Able to offload, still the last. Kick through from Yao Yi. Campbell's back there, and Campbell has his legs taken from him. And a big wrap there for the Titans, hanging on. Back-to-back sets. Gee, I don't think the crowd can keep up this sort of voice all night. This is quite a party. Pace of the game is strong early. Gordon almost back to the 30. Now on to Harrison. And Harrison is 15 metres short of halfway. Friend, Prince, right side, LaFranchi. Great tackle on LaFranchi by Wallace. He's a very good defender, the Broncos halfback. Prince's kick floats its way down to Carmichael Hunt. A couple of metres out from the Brisbane goal line, and there is White waiting for him. It wasn't quite at the top end of the Richter scale, but it did register. And now Wittgenstein. All 25 games in his debut season. A fine achievement for this young Brisbane winger. Now Folau. Swerving his way almost back to the 40. There he is, Wittgenstein on screen, and 14 tries into the bargain in his first year. And it comes to Hodges, puts a step on Campbell, and then almost away from Atkins. Now 5 inside, and Atkins slow to release the leg of Hodges. Now Lockyer dumps it off there for Sims, and he ran back, but held by Bailey and Minicello. That is 5 tackles up for Brisbane. Lockyer, there is a chance to run the footy here, but Wallace puts the kick through under pressure from Friend. And it is David Mead with his first touch in finals footy.
Gee, I've got to say I'm very surprised with Broncos' choice of kick there. I thought they would have put it in the air for sure to give themselves plenty of time to put some pressure on the Titans' ball catcher.
And here is Bailey. He's almost back to the 40. Friend. They thought about short side. He sends it open to Rodgers. Now they're lined up right for Prince. Gets it out to Walker. Chance to stand up with a Stone. Got it away to Mead. There's Wallace across in tackle. He's collected him high though.
Got him high. The crowd's gone nuts. Right in front of there.
Wallace on Mead. Ben Cummins is onto it. It's right in front of the sideline official as well. We can't get the camera any closer. It's almost like a stethoscope in there. Real grab from Wallace.
Yeah, desperation tackle because he might have scored Mead. Plenty of speed. And he's no doubt he's collected him high, but I've seen a lot worse.
You're liking this start, Paddy?
Yeah, it's terrific. It's semi-finals football, and both teams have turned up. You know, it's great atmosphere. This is a fantastic round. Here comes Wallace.
We're going to put on report.
And that's all it is, and Mead is now back to his feet. The Titans will get a penalty. It is just a couple of metres in from touch. No indication from Scott Prince they will go for goal. And here it is, Brisbane's turn.
Oh, it's a great start. Open attack, great defence, even ball catchers everywhere. Doing a great job. Plenty of pressure from the Titans.
It is LaFranchi who hits it up, and good defence. Parker was there with Taylor. 11 away. Friend to Prince. Prince inside to White. Matt White. One stage last year thought he was going back to life as a greenkeeper. Here he is playing finals football. Now Nathan Friend. Swamped there by McCulloch and Taylor. 9 from the line. Rolls up. Plays the ball. Rodgers, dummy, show and go. Campbell! Smallest man on the field! Smallest man has got over!
Yeah, he thinks he's got there.
He was going to be playing the jockey strike, Fatty.
He banged it down and got straight up. He knows he scored. Referee's not so sure. Ah, that's beautiful from the Titans. A little dummy. inside Folau, on his back, and downward pressure. That's a try.
That's terrific work. Have a look at the way that he managed to swing it round in Israel Folau's tackle. I actually thought the defender on the inside was the man that was responsible.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let's go with the racing parlance. I think there could be a protest lodge here. Stand by. There is no correct weight, folks. Fat, you're going to give it? They are going to give it. Paul Simpkins says try. Oh, well, I'll just chuck the word separation into it. There may have been a tinsy-wincy bit of it.
Well, he didn't want a second look. He was pretty confident. And Preston Campbell came from the left-hand side of the field to the right to put the extra numbers into the back line. And it was beautiful play. Lovely dummy. And 3 Broncos just standing there watching him ground the football.
Peter Wallace was the man that actually held off a little bit. Folau, well, he had a man to mark himself. It was up to Wallace to be able to slide across and put some pressure on.
Had he have had a second look, he might have had a third and a fourth.
Boy, oh boy. I've got to say, boys, I go more the way no there. And I sat behind Paul Simpkins on the flight up here today, and my 6-year-old son, Matthew, gave him a letter saying, "Good luck tonight, video referee." He said, "Thanks, I'll need it." But 6 minutes into the game, he may have come up with a howler. Here's Prince's kick. It's 6-0. Titans over Brisbane. Tim Gilbert sideline.
Oh, it's a real thrill to be down here tonight. Absolutely thunderous. And I just saw Matt Rogers and Preston Campbell before the game as we see this controversial put down, drinking from the fountain of youth. Preston Campbell, a big week for him. He's just re-signed for another couple of years.
Having seen that again, that's a fair try. His left hand, I don't believe, ever left the football, and there was downward pressure.
We can't slow it down any more than that. And we will live with it. And the Titans are in front. And little Preston got past the tallest player out there, I think, in Israel Folau, well, through his tackle. So Gold Coast on top at 6-0. Minicello with the ball. And he is just short of the 30-metre line. And this crowd still in full voice as Bailey comes across field. Parker is low down in the tackle. Wallace there again. Already Nick Kenny's come up with 9 tackles tonight. And there's Sims putting a fair bit of weight and oomph into a tackle on Harrison. Friend darts away. Big run. 15 metres. Last tackle for the Titans. Campbell gets into dummy half. They go left side, and this time Prince tries to place the kick. It bounces, it skids, and goes over the dead ball line.
Andrew, get square at marker.
And certainly not his intentions after Friend had set it up quite nicely with that run on tackle 5.
Well, that makes it one bad kick from each side so far in the match. The one that the Broncos came for, it was very expensive for them.
So Brisbane are back in possession. But they find themselves down by 6. They split the competition points when they clashed this year. Titans won here at Skilled. Broncos at Suncorp. Here's Hodges. Hodges away to Lockyer. Lockyer tried to stand up. Got it back to Wallace. Wallace on to McCulloch. What a super duper try. Started by Hodges. Then Lockyer. Wallace. And finished by the hooker Andrew McCulloch.
Champagne Rugby League. Beautiful football from the Broncos. In the first 9 minutes, they have played their whole game right at the middle, looking for gaps like this, and they found one. And great support play. You know, when Lockyer went through, I thought there's no one there. Then they came. Wallace and then McCulloch. Look at that step. You know, slow markers, not getting out quickly enough. And then they came. Wallace, beautiful stuff. McCulloch screaming for the footy. Good comeback.
Gee, that's amazing. You've got a question. I actually thought Wallace would have gone himself. He could have scored so close to the line, but the timing of their passes were to perfection. Wonderful support play. And you've got to say, you can't blame the Titans. They had plenty of defenders there that did a great job to be able to get back and provide last support defence. Magnificent play from Brisbane. This is a great game. What a start.
And superb support play, Wally, by that man, McCulloch, 19 years of age, in the number 9 jumper for Brisbane. And in his 24th game for the year. Now Corey Parker gets it to 6-all. It's a grand stage and we've got a grand game, folks.
And Brisbane attacking at all options. There's a man that runs just about every time he gets an opportunity out of dummy half, Justin Hodges. And just have a look at the support flow. Darren Lockyer has played plenty of representative club games alongside him. And from there, it was just, well, who's going to score this one? Who wants it most?
One of those things that the Titans players should be aware that when Justin Hodges goes to dummy half, he runs 9 times out of 10. And they should have been aware that he was going to run. They didn't cover him and let him get away.
And the restart of play angled out towards the wing of Jarrell Yao-Yi and caught there by Matt White, but straight to his feet. Look at Thaiday revved up. Sam Thaiday almost back to the 30. He came from a long way back from inside the 10 to make that run. Now Carmichael Hunt again straight through the centre and put a fair bump on Harrison there. As McCulloch sends Wallace away looking for 40-20. He has nailed it, Peter Wallace. It's like it came out of a shotgun, the kick. Boy, oh boy, did he fire that one. Wallace.
That is a magnificent kick, and Vossi, he positioned himself perfectly. Saw an opportunity, raced to the blind side, not to give it away too much. Brisbane once again on the attack. Be interesting to see how the Titans handle this pressure-wise.
And did that on tackle 4 as well. TAB Sportsbet, Broncos at the moment, $1.60 to win, having opened at $1.55. 133-390, the number. Gamble responsibly as Brisbane attack right side with Hodges, and he's got those feet moving tonight. He is so elusive. And here is Wallace. He's had a grand start to the night too, hasn't he? And now Sims just 11 metres away from the line. Brisbane is on its game now. McCulloch, Wallace to the left, to dummy to Parker, then to Hunt. Hunt throws it flat, put down by Folau, and meters onto it. So Israel Folau just a little unhappy to start the night. Walker taken front on there by Wallace. Now Nathan Friend, and it will be Bailey who runs it up. And the man they call Bull is back just over the 30. Friend now centre field with Harrison. Missed a lot of football after Origin 3 with a rib injury. Only came back round 25. Now Friend. That he said in the opener he's just about been the hooker of the year, and he's living up to that rap tonight. Great start. Prince's kick on the full again to Yao-Yi. So Prince's kicking game just a little off. And Carmichael Hunt able to get it away quickly. The Winterstein there. 29 metres away from their own line. Just a spectacular opening 13 minutes here. And a try apiece, and the try from Brisbane right from the top shelf. And now play breaks down, but it ends up a horrible one for the Gold Coast because they're caught offside. There was absolutely nothing doing for Brisbane there. And yet they've earned a penalty.
And Nick Kenny was also taken out. Penalty coming for the shoulder. Mr. Harrison, one of the best defenders in the game. There he is, just taking out Nick Kenny as he came through as a dummy runner. Originally, I thought he was the man supposed to get the ball.
That's a really soft penalty to give, you know, and to give away, I suppose. But you know, the Gold Coast, after that bright start, just trying to hang on here, sucking them in.
Well, this is Brisbane going inside the Titans' territory again, and they work to centre field, and Kenny, he's fine. And they're 39 metres away from the line as McCulloch gets into dummy half. Friend couldn't clear away from the ruck. Parker, he's been so consistent for them this year. Even in that losing streak they had up until the last 5 weeks, Parker was still very good. Lockyer almost forward there to Thaiday. It was almost an afterthought to pass the ball. 20 metres from the line. Now Lockyer wants to attack that short side. Hodges stood up Atkins. Atkins may well have a nightmare about Justin Hodges by the end of 80 minutes here. His 8th game for the year, Jordan Atkins, as now Wallace has got it. Wallace turns inside. We're seeing a lot of it. Kenny's with the ball. He's 11 from the line. Last tackle, Brisbane. McCulloch, Wallace from 11 out. A chip over the top. Meters there. Meters up. Saves that bloke. Caught Folau. Israel Folau is there. And how are you going to stop him? Not with a 3-metre step ladder. Brisbane in front.
Well, Paddy, is there anybody else in the game that is better than plucking it out of the air?
Yeah, I don't think so. He's pretty good. Only been back 2 or 3 weeks and quickly finding his best form. Only eyes only for the football there. And when you've got the defenders backing off and the attackers are running onto the football, it's pretty hard to defend against. Plus, there was 2 of them went for it. And John Cartwright knows that's very hard to defend against.
Gee, I've got to give a huge rap to Peter Wallace. The kick was absolutely perfectly positioned. It came down right on the try line, giving his players an opportunity. The man under the ball must have been thinking, well, can I take this in goal, get us a restart from the 20?
We're seeing the Stars provide highlights, as we saw last night down in Melbourne. And it was interesting going into last night looking at Melbourne's try-scoring ability this year, tries off kicks, compared to last year, with the removal of Israel Folau from their back line, something like 14 less tries this year from kicks. And Brisbane have been the benefactors, and you just saw it there. As we mentioned earlier, 4 tries against the Titans back in round 10. Equal the club record in Brisbane. Corey Parker, he's got this one on the way. He has got it. 12 points to 6. The Broncos have hit back after that try to Campbell in the 7th minute. And what a night it is on Channel 9. This is the best of Saturday night. Bulldogs and Knights straight after this one at ANZ Stadium. Rabs and Gus and Sterlo and Joey all there. A big night. And then tomorrow afternoon at Win Jubilee, the Dragons and the Eels do it again. And the restart of play, no one's there to take it. It's gone over Carmichael Hunt's head, and Nick Kenny, well, the alarm clock never went off in goal, and now Brisbane have a line dropout.
Yeah, they need that. They need it, the Titans. Now let's see what they can do. That's a brain stat by the Broncos.
So Darren Lockyer with a line dropout. Unexpected chance here for the Gold Coast. Bailey doesn't need an invitation to run the ball back. He's there and he's trapped. 15 metres inside the Brisbane half. Now Friend goes short to Matt White, former Newcastle Knight, and he's played 20 games here this year. He's been a real bargain buy for them. Now Minicello will be dirty on the missed tackle in the lead up to the Brisbane first try. Now Friend out for Prince, goes short for Harrison. There is Parker again, making another tackle. Friend, Prince, 15 from the line. Minicello, head hard over the top by Sims. He got his suit size there. Now to Prince, gets a kick, wanted it in goal, and Hodges with a juggle and a bobble. But most important, he has the ball. And Brisbane are back. Yao Yi back to the 10. Now Hodges goes for another run out of dummy half. He is such a handful. You've got a call there, you heard from referee, Justin, just get up and play it. On a bit of a commando roll up to the 20-metre line. Here is Kenny. That time bruising defence from the Titans. That is Lafranchi. Brisbane on the last tackle. Cullick, one of the 2 try scorers for the Brisbane side. That's a good kick off the boot. That's from inside the 30 to inside the 10.
65 metres from that. They needed it too, Brisbane. That was wonderful defence from the
Rogers comes back, beat Thaiday, beat Wallace. And then Mead is knocked off his feet by Sims. Well, they'll need oxygen tanks to get through this one tonight as Harrison with the ball. He's just 3 metres short of halfway. Friend, Lafranchi, good ground by the Titans on tackle 3. They're back to 41 metres away from the Brisbane line. Friend to Bailey and Prince. He got a bit of a hospital pass as Thaiday rushed up. And milking the call there. Scott Prince, it was the 2 referees in sync. And now Campbell across field. Look out, Campbell! He's tackled 29 metres away from the line. That is the rabbit running along the wire fence there, Preston Campbell. Now Harrison away to Prince. He's going to try a good old-fashioned centre-field bomb. It's going to come down. It's not taken by the Titans. And Lockyer is there leaping to get to the ball for Brisbane. Scott Prince would be unhappy with his kicking game in the first quarter of this one tonight. just on Scott Prince, excited to be playing finals football again. And they almost lost there from Brisbane in the play the ball by Carmichael Hunt, lost control at the feet.
And the thing with the Broncos is Dave Taylor, who's been playing out in left centre, hasn't really come into the game yet. When Dave Taylor looks up in front of him, he's got Preston Campbell and Chris Walker. And their eyes are spinning.
Rogers back at fullback tonight. And, tackle number 1 just outside the 20. Just back to that point on Scott Prince. It's only his 6th finals appearance. 4 of the games he played was in the Tigers run in 05, and outside of that, just 1 game at the Broncos. So it's not as if he is a finals regular, albeit he has won a premiership. And here is Brad Myers. A lifting tackle there, legal from McCulloch. I think technically McCulloch is an outstanding defender. Last tackle here for the Titans, just short of halfway. Friend onto Prince. Prince's kick. It's another one that'll be taken on the full. This time by Witherspoon. I think all 3 men at the back. Look at Friend go. He has hit him right in the comic cuts and take him sideways for 3 or 4 metres.
Surrender! Surrender!
Talk about your terrier.
Hold now, don't grip.
I reckon he could herd sheep, Nathan Friend. Get them all back to the pen. It's now Brisbane with the ball 15 metres inside their own half. Carmichael Hunt up to halfway. And again, Friend is involved in that tackle with Bailey. Friend is up to 15 tackles tonight. Now Wallace with the ball. And Friend came into the night with 971 tackles. We'll see if we can tell you when he hits the 1,000. Which only Michael Luck had done so far this year. Lockyer goes high, very high, maybe high and wide. Taken though by Taylor. Flick back inside, but the sideline official says this juggernaut was over the line. We'll take a break. Finals footy at 12:06.
On the line, Scotch. Corey, make sure you're straight. Okay, Benny. Ashley Harrison, no rubbish.
3 tries in 22 and a half minutes. And a restart of play. It was the last tackle, so the Titans have possession. And it is Brad Myers to play the ball. Friend onto Harrison. A terrible, terrible pass, which has been lashed onto by Atkins. Atkins is up over the 40. He's got Gordon in support, but Hunt makes the tackle. 23 minutes gone, and the Titans' second tackle are in possession after a break by Jordan Atkins. Scott Prince is held, but it's a penalty to the Titans.
It's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes a bad pass to ground and they ran 60 metres. So Scott Prince tried a quick tap there and he got called back by the ref, and Jordan Atkins just picked it up and waltzed away. Support came, but it was too late. Now Prince puts it out.
Well, there's some great adventure, some great endeavour about the Titans' attack tonight. Plenty of shifts out wide. Here's LaFranchi. And LaFranchi is 9. You can make that 8 away from the line. Big chance for the Titans, and a big chance will be back at 12 all. Fred, oh yes! Oh yes, from Chrissy Walker. Tips it on to David Mead, and it's 12 points to 10. And Chris Walker absolutely loved it. And I reckon all of you watching at home loved it as well. That's great skill.
And welcome back, Chris Walker. Beautiful stuff. Nathan Friend saw that. No doubt Chris Walker saw it as well and called for the ball. And he said to David Mead, just watch this, champ. Just stay there and I'll give it to you. And away he went. Won't score an easier try. Just stayed on the sideline, ran his line, bang, try.
That's 2 very similar tries in that same corner between these 2 teams. The last time they met at this ground, we saw a wonderful pass from Justin Hodges. It was a flick to the short side across in the corner. That one is just as exciting. The pressure is back on.
Well, I'm going to give Nathan Friend a rap as well. He is having a perler of a game. And his scoop up there was beautiful.
He's tackling beautifully. You know, he's leading the way in defence. He's scooting from dummy half. Tremendous. 10, 15 metres every time. And then just the foresight to see what was going on there. Knew there was a shot. Got a call. And away they went.
The truth of the matter, if the club had had their way, Friend wouldn't have been the 9. They were chasing first Cameron Smith and then Robbie Farah. And then they went back to Nathan Friend, and as Fadia said, just about the hooker of the year. He's been great, hasn't missed a game. Now Prince can't get any closer to the sideline than this. For 12 all, Scott Prince off the boot, it's going to hit the post. Tim Gilbert sideline.
Yeah, the Gold Coast fans, well, they're absolutely going off. Look at those blokes painted in blue. They'd also be pretty happy in Papua New Guinea. David Mead from Port Moresby, this 20-year-old. What a season he's having.
Yep, and we saw a glimpse of his talents, Tim, didn't we, for PNG last year in the World Cup, under the name of David Parker. And now has kicked on in first grade this year. Good to see. Both wingers for the Titans hadn't played first grade before this season. Pretty handy playing international football before you play first grade. Henderson had his first touch there, and now Myers with another run.
And he's made a difference since he's come on, Brad Myers. Just straight and hard. That's what they needed.
Now Friend away to LaFranchi. And they are 25 metres out from their own line. Tony Carroll now on for Brisbane. You'll see him right now on the tackle on Henderson. Taylor was there as well. That's a nice double, isn't it? Taylor and Carroll. Now Harrison. Watch this tackle again. You get the left shoulder of Taylor and the right shoulder of Carroll. Winterstein with the ball. And Winterstein. Kick chase has been good from the Titans, I must say that. But just about all the kicks going on the full to Brisbane. Now Yaoyi has come in from the right wing. Short of the 40-metre line. And the tackle was Myers. And off they go again with Carmichael Hunt. He's playing as an extra forward tonight. He was tackled by Henderson. McCulloch to Wallace and on to Taylor. Rennett Campbell got past him. Walker hops on the back. So does LaFranchi. In the meantime, Taylor makes 15 metres. Loses the shorts. Was Larry Lopez there for a while. Now Wallace goes out to Lockyer. Inside it goes for Setu. Then back for Lockyer. Lockyer comes to a stop because he was going to go around the back of Sam Thaiday. And then collapses again. Last tackle, Brisbane with Wallace. This is a high one. It's Mead's ball. According to Rogers, Mead's lost it. Straight into the hands of Israel Folau. A gift, and he doesn't need one, I'll tell you. He can score a try all on his own. There was one Titans player knocked down on the chase. That was Chris Walker. But I don't know whether interference will be enough to take the try off Brisbane, Wally.
I agree with you, Bossy. Chris Walker, I thought, actually shifted his run to make sure he was in the way of Israel Folau, the man chasing through the ball. There he is. Well, he really couldn't say that it was either player's fault. They were both looking up at the football.
No, you've got to give that a try. Chris Walker is going about -1 mile an hour. He wouldn't even got back there. It's Christmas time for the Broncos. It's come early for Folau. That is just a gift. So they're looking at the contact again. I mean, it's got nothing to do. Well, Chris Walker couldn't possibly have got back there.
I guess the only thing they're concerned about is the bloke who collides with Walker is the eventual try scorer. I mean, I agree with your first impression, Wally, that Chris Walker changed his line to the outside and then realised Flowers coming back on the inside, so he made a little subtle shift.
Yeah. Just get in his way.
Well, the more they look at it.
Well, yep. Might be one of those nights.
Well, you're the king, Wally. This is your state. What's the decision?
You got a coin there, Foster? Look, if the way that it came out, I thought it was simply a try. Chris Walker wasn't getting back there. Folau, well, I wouldn't think that he'd interfere to deny him himself time and space to get through and hopefully get hold of the football. But who knows?
Here we go. Paul Simpkins. He says try. And for some reason he puts up benefit of the doubt. I don't want. I don't quite understand that, but the main thing is we're going to try to Brisbane, and I think consensus is that is the decision that was warranted here.
It's a fair try, but what was he doubting? What's the doubt? I've got no idea.
Well, if he knocked him over, he knocked him over. Yeah, if you think exactly. It's illegal, it's illegal.
Anyway, the right decision's been made, and it's one of those things.
Gee, if he had it over again.
Really should not have. There was no pressure on him. Should not have dropped that one. But you know, it's semi-finals football. He's playing his first semi-final in his life, and it can get to players.
It's only his 13th game, Fatty. And you watch it again, he didn't need to jump, did he? And it was communication, it was good. Rogers and Mead, very early call. Mead's ball. And now Parker gives the Broncos their biggest lead of the night. 8 it is, 18-10.
And once again, it came from a wonderful crossfield kick from Peter Wallace. They've only just scored recently. This one goes up, unfortunately. It was a turnover as well from Mead. But the positioning of the kick was first class, providing enormous pressure for the Gold Coast Titans.
Stay behind it!
And the Titans restart play with a deep kick, but this time there's troops getting there. Lockyer thought, I won't leave this to anyone else, I'll get across there. And then Carroll is met front on by Henderson and Myers. So 10 metres out from their own line. It's been most entertaining footy. 5 tries scored. And now Thaiday copping the treatment from the Titans' defence. The Broncos 6 weeks ago beaten 56-0 and tonight chasing 6 straight wins. Great offload from Setu, and now Taylor getting close. He was stripped of the ball and it goes over the sideline. And they're going to rule penalty. Walker looked up as an innocent man would.
Yeah, Chris Walker went low on the tackle. I'm pretty sure it was Scott Prince who ripped it out. And the touch judge was the one who made the call.
So Brisbane have the ball on the back of that penalty. And Wallace away to Setu. The Titans may feel a little hard done by in a couple of the penalties awarded tonight to Brisbane. Now McCulloch to Lockyer. And again, they go back to the centre. That inside ball, it's been a feature since the opening minute of play. Wallace was looking to do the same there. But Friend and Harrison got in front on, 30 metres away from the line. McCulloch, Lockyer, out to Thaiday. Campbell got in front of him. He was a speed bump. Little Campbell comes again. Now Hodges, 11 from the line. Hodges across field. Friend has him now. He's still able to offload. McCulloch with a dummy, but trapped there by LaFranchi. Last tackle. Will they look for Folau again on this left side? Lockyer, he goes low this time. Oh, great pickup. Rogers is hammered, but a beautiful take at speed by the Rat, Matt Rogers.
Yeah, I know Rogers, he got to that ball, and there was 5 or 6 of the Broncos there, but I don't know, he stood up. Look, he stands up. He had to get down low. They might have still put him back in there, but he had to give himself some chance.
They're winning the kicking game tonight, Wally, Brisbane.
Yeah, the positional play of their kicking is absolutely first class. The pressure that's on the Titans at the moment is pretty tough, but they're holding out. They've got to be gaining a fair bit of confidence in their defence. Just Brisbane's kicking game, as you mentioned, way in front of the Titans.
Second line drop out of the night for the Gold Coast, and it will be Tony Carroll. Oh, Carroll just stumbled and his head might have went into the knee, or his chin might have hit Michael Henderson. Setu is not able to offload. Almost did though, right at the last moment there in the Harrison-LaFranchi combination tackle. Here is Wallace going out to Taylor. He went sideways into the defence and Prince just does his best and hangs on. McCulloch, 15 from the line. Wallace, Lockyer out the back. Their pet play. Hunt decides to kick this time, and that is Brisbane. That is their trademark. And this time it's the kid, Jarrell Yowyi, who scores. They're going to miss Carmichael Hunt. Someone's going to have to substitute for him on that move because they've done it 1,000 times, Fatty.
Yeah, too good, too smart. Too much possession for the Broncos. And how good is that? That's beautiful to watch. And this is a massive lead heading into half-time.
Some young wingers, in fact all 4 wingers tonight in their first year of first grade football. 2 of them now have tries tonight. Graduate from the Toyota Cup side of last year. We saw this young man on grand final day last year on Channel 9, and he scored 2 tries in the under-20 grand final. Brisbane were beaten that day by Canberra. In a season, he scored 27 tries in 26 matches, and now has graduated to the first grade ranks, and he's just collected his 8th try in his 12th game. He's first in finals footy. A fine moment for Jaral Yao-Yi at 19 years of age. Parker, he's got the kicking boots on tonight, and here is his 4th attempt, unsuccessful. 22-10. Now it's the biggest margin of the night.
Well, next year Carmichael Hunt heading to play some AFL football. On this occasion, he didn't have to kick it quite so far to be rewarded. Perfect positioning, great chasing as well from Yao-Yi. Only 4 points on the board, but 4 very valuable points in the outcome of tonight's fixture.
Well, it's still early, I know, and the Gold Coast desperately need a try before half-time, but it just looks like the Broncos have got too many big guns in the semi-finals. I'm talking about Folau, Hodges, Lockyer. They're all playing at the top of their game tonight.
All of their players, all of the representative stars are doing very well for them. Sammy Thaiday, I think, is having a wonderful game as well. When you need them, they're performing pretty well. Here's Big Sam taking it up. He's going to get plenty of help.
Good call from Fatty and Wally on the stars here tonight. And Sedu, bench players doing their job for Brisbane as well. As Folau gets into dummy half, and off goes Izzy. He is 13 metres short of halfway. His head hit the ground hard, but he's okay. He's up. McCulloch away to Wallace. 1:40-20 in the first half. This one is cut off by Kevin Gordon. He's had very few chances tonight. We've got 4 wingers tonight in their rookie season of first grade. And I think 4 wingers you're going to see in first grade for a long, long time. Tim Gilbert, sideline.
Yeah, the point the boys just made, all these classy players, they weren't there the last time they played. When we were here in round 20, they were all on the bench. $2 million worth of football talent on the bench. What do they say? Form is temporary, class is permanent.
Yeah, it was a game that the Titans led 34-2 at one stage as Prince went short there to Walker. And now Prince, 40 metres from the line. LaFranchi, little shuffle up to the line. Sedu made the tackle. Last it is for Friend. He may have lost it there, Friend. Then back to Prince. He goes high. It's a difficult one, swirling there for Yao-Yi. He's onto it. And Yao-Yi is tackled 8 metres out from the line. Just wondered whether there was a knock-on here. Terrible play, the ball. And then a knock-on from Friend. Take your pick. And another penalty goes the way of Brisbane. Sam Takatizi out there for the Titans. Just hanging on to the man as he got to his feet. And
He just fell down then. Another tough penalty, I feel.
well, I think all 3 penalties Brisbane have had tonight, you probably could say, have been tough ones. Another tough run from Sam Thaiday. Now for Parker, across on the right-hand side of the field. 5 metres inside the Titans' half. Wallace with the ball. Carroll coming into tonight. The Titans were a week from their worst loss of the season. It was round 26 last weekend to Manly, but they have only lost back-to-back matches once this year. Here's Taylor out on that left side. Try and stop this bloke. Taylor to Folau over the top. Lockyer scores for Brisbane. Dave Taylor, a steamroller with arms, and Israel Folau, maybe the longest arms in football, and then Lockyer with a juggle on the fingertips.
Yeah, this is beautiful play. They've been doing this for the last 5-6 weeks, the Broncos. Too classy. I'm really surprised tonight that the Titans have not got an Ashley Harrison or a LaFranchi directly in line against Taylor to mark him. He's killing Chris Walker.
Have a chat with him. Who was it? Hey? Shy?
Another wonderful try from Brisbane on the finals stage. And to our audience on Spike TV, that man you see right there, Darren Lockyer, one of the finest we've ever had. 31 finals. Well, Darren Lockyer has a try in finals football for this season. He's got 115 for the career. And what a player. But what about the build-up? He looks as fresh as a daisy. Darren Lockyer going into September. Parker's got another kick. Missed his last one from the eastern side of the ground. Now from the railway side of Skilled Park. A bit of hook on it, but still through. And Brisbane have absolutely skipped away from a 12-10 lead to 28-10.
Very powerful charge once again from the big fella to put Palau in the open. I thought there was a question mark on that last pass, but even bigger indication was the 3 defenders that were left over the sideline. Desperation from the Titans' defence, but not quite as organised as it should be.
28 points conceded by the Titans in the first half in their first finals appearance. And here is Carroll with the ball running there at Henderson and Myers. Brisbane 11 from their line. Sam Thaiday has lost the ball, and a chance with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they stop the clock, the Titans. Thaiday, good tackle, Myers. And he's made a dozen of them since coming on. Nathan Friend tops the count with 21. And for Brisbane, it's Nick Kenny with 15, McCulloch 14. Titans need a try coming up to half-time. Friend at the scrum base for Rogers. Stepped and beat Lockyer. Will play it 11 metres out from the line. Just 10 seconds remain in this first half. Friend and then Tagatese puts it down. Boy, oh boy, look that one up in the dictionary as the meaning of anticlimax. Half-time siren sounds. Brisbane, they look fantastic. 5 tries to 2. Ivan Henjak's at it again. Only used the 2 interchange players. Alex Glenn and Joel Clinton saw no football in that first half. And here is Tony Carroll. And we start the second half with the Titans looking for a big shot, but not quite pulling it off. Tagatese finished the tackle on Carroll, and he may have been hurt in it. Tony Carroll, the first tackle of the half, and there's a statement from the Titans on Friday. Tagatese and Henderson, 15 metres out from their own line. Brisbane, and they go up on Taylor. Well, they're getting a bump in. It's not the most effective tackles, I guess, but they are trying to leave a mark. Hodges wrapped up and just inside their 30. Brisbane. Lockyer will kick them out of just a little bit of trouble, and it's a pretty good kick, although collected there by Rogers off balance. Rogers back over the 30, and there was McCulloch leading the chase as he's done most of the night. And now taking off, but only for 5 metres, was David Mead, one of the try scorers from the first half for the Titans. Friend, it's put down by Henderson, and it's a diabolical start with the ball to the second half for the Gold Coast.
Not what they needed. Coach Johnny Cartwright would have said to them, first time we get the ball, let's just make sure that we control the possession perfectly, get ourselves into a good field position and place the pressure on Brisbane. Unfortunately, they've offered the opportunity just a minute in.
28 points to 10. And the Broncos with Hodges, and they send in 3 troops to stop him there. There's danger right and there's danger left with this Brisbane side. Now Parker, taken low down on the tackle of Tagatese. McCulloch to Wallace. And then Carroll. Friend went in low and hangs onto the legs. Friend up to 23 tackles tonight. Brisbane work at centre field. Sedu is able to offload McCulloch. Sedu again, another good offload. Lockyer was knocked down in back play. He staggered to his feet. Now Brisbane get up and we've got a punch. McCulloch and Lafranchi. Anthony Lafranchi's all smiles. A more serious concern for Brisbane. Lockyer remains down on the 20-metre line. And a sideline official has come in, and I think he did detect what happened to the Brisbane captain. He's there, ball comes out.
Oh, he's knocked out of the way by Chris Walker. Just a half-by shoulder jab. I don't think there was a lot in it, but Lockier's milked it, and I think out of this they will get another penalty.
I didn't think there was too much in that, Fatty. Would have knocked the top of a steam pudding, but it could cost him 2 very valuable points. Very valuable points.
Walker's coming and taking him out late.
Okay. All right.
Andrew.
So here you go, Lockyer there. That's the comment, that's all we've got to say.
Or anything like that, all right? I don't want anything escalating.
We'll leave it at all.
Oh, it's not much in it.
We're going back
But, you know,
to the previous.
off the ball incident, late.
Off the ball.
Can I just ask something?
Yep.
How can he get taken out and in the first half one of our players get taken out and you give a try?
Mate, I'm not going back to the first half. I'm going back to this incident,
I know,
and he's taken out Scott, and that's what we'll deal with.
There's the case by Scott Prince QC, and he's got a case of sorts there.
Not bad, but quickly thrown out by the court.
What about the 4 penalties that the Gold Coast have been pinged for tonight? You could say all 4, you could have said just play on, not a drum.
Seriously, I mean, that was embarrassing to give a penalty for that because there was absolutely nothing in it, but because it was late, that's the reason it was given, then a bit of push and shove. But interestingly enough, although they're giving it to the Gold Coast, they've decided to make it a 20-point lead. It's a sitter for Corey Parker.
From 20 metres out and 20 in from touch on that eastern side of the ground. The Surfers Paradise side of Skilled Park. And 20 points is the lead. Commanding 30 points to 10. Tim Gilbert.
Yeah, it was almost a penalty for stupidity. Chris Walker, why did he do that for? There was absolutely no reason to do what he did. It may have been nothing in it, but it was a very dumb thing to do.
That's the thing, even Johnny Cartwright was quoted as saying that with Chris Walker, it's diamonds or rocks. That was a rock.
The Gold Coast, they're at the point where they absolutely have to be the next team to score. Lockyer passes to Carroll. Teams have managed to get out of 20-point holes before. It's not all that regular, but it has happened. But this is a finals match. And there's no sign of the Broncos relenting. But there's certainly time for a comeback to be mounted by the Titans. Taylor, another fearsome charge. Myers there with Lafranchi. Short of the 30-metre line. Now, Folau. And outside of the 2 tries, this has been most of his work tonight, just dummy half runs, a bit like Hodges. But the Broncos are a team on a mission here. Another hard run from Parker. Set a 6 that has taken them up inside the Titans' half, and Wallace's kick on the end of it. Rogers 5 metres out from his own line. The battle starts all again for the Gold Coast side. Now David Mead. And Mead has met front on and over the top Carroll. That would be a nerve-wracking sight, seeing Carroll come in when you're basically defenceless. Gordon will play it on the 30. They need a spark here. The Titans, and that's not going to help. Takatizi's put it down straight into the breadbasket of Fida. 2 errors inside their own half. 1 penalty conceded as well since half-time, and we've only been going 6 minutes. You are opening the door. In fact, you're opening the garage door and every door in the house and every window to Brisbane. So come here, Rugby. Parker 18 metres out from the line will play it. McCulloch a dummy half. Wallace with it. Now Lockyer. Lockyer, Taylor's put it down. You stand tall on the line of fire, Campbell and Walker. With Taylor coming on, they've made another error, the Titans.
Well, thank goodness we're going to see the ball go to the Broncos for the scrum here, and they're not going to go back and make the Titans put the ball into the scrum for the previous error, like we saw last night.
Yeah, it was a bad play, the ball. That's the reason the scrum's being packed. And you just can't keep giving the Broncos quality possession only 20 metres out from your own line and get out of it scot-free. It wouldn't surprise if the Broncos scored again here.
3 errors, 7 minutes plus the penalty. What a catastrophe in the opening minutes of the second half. Hodges, good tackle. Rogers, 18 metres from the line. Played by Hodges, and now Yao Yi, he's only 10 away. But you sense that Wallace and Lockyer are building to something here. Here is Wallace, inside it goes with Carroll. He almost had the arm free to offload, and the Myers-Campbell tackle. They come short side. Wallace, intercept and away goes Gordon. He's a flyer. I don't think Lockyer can get him. Gordon all the way. The Titans are still in the hunt. Kevin Gordon runs almost 100 metres to score. It brings the crowd back into the game.
Oh, didn't they need that? The crowd's gone off. Look at them go. And is that the try that will get the Gold Coast Titans back into the match? Will it give them a lift? It's got to. Once he got that ball, it was all over Red Rover. He's just about the quickest bloke in the Gold Coast team. Had he have not caught it though, it would have been all over Red Rover for the Broncos. They'd have been winning this. But now, just maybe there's a chance the Titans can come back.
As he gets out into the clear, Paul, a lot of people see Darren Lockyer just come into the shot on the left-hand side there. Lockyer knew he was never going to catch him. He was trying to make sure that the ball was planted as far out from the post as possible to try and make it a 4-point try rather than a 6-pointer coming up.
What about the exuberance of youth? That little look from Kevin Gordon. It's finals footy. It's the first night. He's running 100 metres. He's got Darren Lockyer in pursuit. And he almost looked up to give a look to the crowd. How you doing? Going good.
I reckon he's seen a good sort sitting in row 6. Give her a wink. A little huddle, just saw a little huddle by the Gold Coast team on the other side of halfway. They're now pumped.
30 to 14. Every kick so important when you're chasing. Scott Prince. I'd say it's about 85-15, the split in the crowd for fans, and Prince has missed it. 30 to 14. Well, it's still a case where they need 3 tries in the equation.
You know my frustration?
I understand.
The ball didn't go 10 metres.
Scott, he's tackled, he's gone up to play the ball. Another set, mate. Advantage taken, okay?
So Scott Prince there is
You might not
arguing
agree, but that's it.
the advantage rule. But once it's gone past the tackle, I'm saying they haven't advanced at 10 metres. I mean, we've created a grey area that wasn't even there at the start of the year, and we've manufactured that one. Here's Myers. Let's stick with the footy.
Yeah, it's a sign of a frustrated captain, but I like it. He's being polite to the referee, but making his point, and it's just going to keep the referee on his toes.
Now Rogers with it. He's picked up and taken sideways there by Setu and Carroll. Carroll with the number 11 jumper on his back, but did come off the bench tonight. But you'd have to say Carroll and Setu have been outstanding in their contribution to the Brisbane performance. Friend, LaFranchi. There's purpose about the Titans running, and they've got a penalty on tackle 4. And LaFranchi disentangles himself there from McCulloch. Walker thought he had some business to do getting involved. He's the tow truck on the scene of the accident. Chris Walker coming in.
Andrew, that one was against you. Got to get back to 10, mate.
Johnny Cartwright. He's not booting home a winner from Wentworth Park there. He is watching the game. He lives it every moment. We love him. Here's Myers. Met front on by Setu. And gets away from Setu and Taylor. The wild man, Brad Myers. They need to grab him by the beard. They had no hold on him. Prince with the ball. Steps. Back infield to Friend. The Titans are still in it. 30 to 14. Henderson almost offloaded. Rogers had a look up at the line, then goes left out the back. Campbell needs to get to it. He can't. Hodges got to it. And Hodges has contemplated. He's taken off. Hodges will be penalised. Off he went.
And now it's time for the Broncos to blow up. Sam Tide, Darren Lockyer saying, what's going on, ref? And now ref saying, I told him to play it. It's very noisy. They can't hear a thing out there.
Well, the Broncos are saying that he wasn't held, which you've got to say it's the referee's call.
No, I said leave him.
didn't hear to be. There didn't seem to be anything called.
He said one. Pretty sure he said one.
Well, is that held? Tackled?
Minicello. Gold Coast have got it. 30-14. Still 28 to go. We could be 2 converted tries the difference in just a moment. Knocked down by Taylor. Then knocked forward by Myers. No advantage. Has to be a Titan scrum feed. 10 out. Tempers are simmering. The crowd is back lively as they were at the start of the night. It's the first final for the Titans. It's the first final here at Skilled Park.
Don't wipe it. Just go to the back there. Tony.
Now we've got a little blood problem for Tony Carroll. Sent out the back. Brisbane will take all the time in the world to tend to this, I reckon. They're in no hurry to get this scrum packed. 10 out from the line. Prince, in fact, it won't be Prince. They go, oh, Rogers almost lost it. On the left side off a Harrison pass. Friday there in defence with Carroll. Here is Friend on to Myers. Myers again. Locks horns with the Brisbane forwards. Friend across. Campbell, danger sign here. Great tackle by Hunt it was, I think, on Prince. He got up. And now across to Myers. They've hit back. Big Red. Big Red has scored. The ringer next to me has gone off. Paddy Voss. He loves it.
All Regan's watching this, stand up and cheer and clap. This man, Brad Myers, is having an absolute blinder. Look at him just hitting the hole. Well done, Bradley.
Titans back-to-back tries. 30 points to 10 it got to. In a moment it will be 30-20. 50 points, the finals match in 54 minutes. Scott Prince lining up the conversion of the Myers try right in front. It's a 10-point ball game here at Skilled Park. And don't forget the contribution there of Nathan Friend again. It's his pass that saw Brad Myers go straight through. Friend. And a flat-footed Thaiday left behind. And look at Johnny Cartwright, up he goes. Boot it home, Johnny. Beauty. 30-20. Tim Gilbert sideline.
Oh, I don't know if it's Grizzly Adams or the Wild Man from Borneo, take your pick. But just on the noise, there's no stadium in Australia in Rugby League that has the noise here. There's no wonder that some of the players can't hear the referees.
Now Henderson on the hit back for the Titans. 30-10 it was. Just after half-time. And Parker went for goal to open up that 20-point lead. Minicello may have lost the ball. They're going to say strip. That's a close one, but it's gone the way of the Titans.
And that is Titans' third penalty in a row. They're getting possession. It was 60-40. Now it's back to 56-44. So things are slightly turning in the favour of the Titans. The Broncos now, they're trying to hang on.
Well, extraordinary 50 points, and we've still got 24 and a half minutes to go. Now Myers with a ball. Here he is, your man, Fatty. Your man. Friend. Across. On to Campbell. Campbell steps and is tackled by Wallace. He was just about to explode, little Preston. Rogers, short side, Walker's done it again. Pass to Mead, this time the defence. They hang on to the cliff ledge by a fingernail. High ball there for Rogers, 10 out, gets a kick through. Prince is coming. There is Hodges. And pretty nifty work. Pretty nifty work from Yao Yi. Hurdled the footy.
Well, there's a bit of experience coming in there. Once again, a great attacking play put together by the Titans. Kick going a little bit too far, but gee, after it was put into play, it looked like it was perfectly placed.
I'm ready, Aston.
Yeah, unfortunately, not too many Titans players knew about that one. But you can see individually all the players have lifted. They've got something to play for now. They've got a sniff.
Prince was left behind after the collision over the dead ball line with Yao Yi. That was the delay in the restart at the 20-metre line. Turned a cup result from here at Skilled Park. And another one of those high-scoring matches. The Broncos 46 over the West Tigers 22. The match passes in the under-20s without 60 or so points being scored. And it's carried on into the finals. Now that's been lost, and the call is penalty. Call is penalty. Hands on the ball on Alex Glenn.
Well, that's an awful penalty to give on the 4th tackle. Once again, I don't think the referee saw that. He took advice from the touch judge. So the Broncos now can just settle things down now, get some possession, maybe a repeat set, and try and snuff out the Titans' charge.
Here is Wallace, and on for Clinton, and Clinton in the yellow boots. Yellow and black boots, 25 metres away from the line. Front rowers wearing yellow boots. Lockyer, poor old Cheng has had to live a lifetime because he wore white boots. Now every second player wears them. Now you've got front rowers wearing yellow boots. 20 metres out from the line. Picked up there by Glenn Wallace. Good play close to the ruck, but good defence also by Bailey. 10 away from the line. And Glenn to Wallace. He ducks, he weaves, he comes up short. Bailey and Myers made the tackle. Just 2 metres from the line. Lockyer's on the right side of the ruck. Here he is, Lockyer. Out the back for Hunt. Thaiday was an obstruction. Campbell went down, still made the tackle. Then away to Hodges. He steps. Will come back, have a look at it if he gets over. They say held up. Well, there's the anomaly in the rule, boys. I mean, if he does ground the ball, they probably come back and say obstruction, Titans penalty. Because he's been held up in goal, Broncos retain the ball. Last tackle. Lockyer will be the shot caller again. Kick towards the uprights. Rogers catches it on the full. He thought he was Wally Lewis bouncing it off the crossbar for GD.
Well, it's the first one that's gone wrong. Brisbane really did apply plenty of pressure here. And you're right, I thought it could have been a penalty to the Gold Coast Titans. Went very, very close once again, Justin Hodges.
Yeah, Hunt took the hole that Thaiday was headed for, but Campbell so quick, he was knocked down, he got back up. In a try-scoring situation, often players will just stay down. And now Friend. And on for Walker. And taken across field. High Folau. He'd love to get one back on Israel Folau here. Chris Walker. And they're in the contest. 10 down with 21 to go. They're in the contest. Boy, are they what? Minicello. Dummied there on the outside. Gordon will get there again. Gordon's over. Titans have scored 1, 2, 3. From 20 points down.
Oh, now you're talking. Now we've got a game on our hands. Just showing the background, Justin Hodges wasn't happy with his winger. I think when Hodges went in, he expected the winger to follow. That didn't happen. The winger actually drops back a long, long way. And then it was just a case of getting it out to that man there, Kevin Gordon. Fresh air in front of him. He's having a great night.
Three straight tries to the Gold Coast Titans. No one will be going home early here tonight. Never had a Golden Point extra time finals match under the McIntyre system. Young star of our game, Kevin Gordon, has 2 tries. Got a great smile. He's just playing it down here. He's playing it cool. He knows he's on the big screen. It's over to Scotty Prince at 30 to 24. In the short history of clashes between these two clubs, we've had 2 Golden Point extra time games, both won by Brisbane. And we're at 30 to 24 right now. They are more than in the mix, the Titans. Prince from the sideline again. Needs this one. Needs it. Scotty Prince is a king. It's a royal kick from the Titans co-captain. It is 30 to 26. Oh boy. And we've got so much football on tonight. Straight after this one, Off to Ray Warren and the team at ANZ Stadium for the Bulldogs and the Knights. Oh, what about this? Still a quarter to go.
Haven't the crowd come into the match? They're literally frothing at the moment.
Bailey just inside their 20. The Titans with Minicello just outside the 20. Sellout crowd, 27,227 here tonight. And certainly the contest is now befitting the audience that have turned up. The Harrison, outside the 30 go the Titans. It's actually the biggest crowd they've pulled here for these two teams. It's Guild, and then they're, oh no! For the Titans, it's Israel Folau! Intercept Mead came from behind, but Folau has scored now! The ebb and flow, the twists and turns. Turn over another chapter of this book. It's an absolute thriller. And this time it goes under the chapter of Izzy gets his hat-trick.
You know, he hasn't thrown too many passes throughout the course of the game. Luke Bailey generally just making some metres. Throws one, and who's on hand to get it? Israel Folau. But there was some superb speed from David Mead, who almost mowed him down.
He'll be disappointed in himself. And that's put a bit of a chink in what the Titans were trying to achieve. And well done to the Broncos. Israel Folau, he looked up, and I don't think he could believe that Bailey had passed the football. Walker was a fair way away on the outside of Folau. Couldn't get to it.
You know, Paul, captains normally issue a bit of a challenge to their players, instruction that after a kick-off, we've got to play safe. We're back in the game now, only a few points behind. Let's get field position before we kick to a corner, get a very good kick and chase game going. Pretty inspiring, I suppose, when he can do it and throw the ball a little bit wide, but that is a very disappointing situation for the Gold Coast Titans.
Hat-trick for Israel Folau, and two of those tries were presented to him. We saw David Mead's pace last week. He ran down Brett Stewart. Although I do think Brett Stewart not quite 100% the speed stakes coming back from that knee injury, but he was given about a 5-metre start and got him. Parker's kick, and he's missed it. But the margin is a handy 8 points, but the Titans are still in this contest. Tim Gilbert.
Oh, what a 15 minutes we've got. The Gold Coast Titans still well and truly ahead in this second half. And one thing about them is long distance tries. They've scored 15 from inside their own half this year. They are brilliant at them.
Yeah, Luke Bailey, he'll make up for that. Now that Brad Myers is off having a rest, he and Matt White, they'll have to find something, they'll have to lift.
16 tries now for the year in 17 games for Israel Folau. And Joel Clinton with the return from the kickoff. They're 10 metres out from their own line. Glenn away for Kenny. Kenny taken low down by Friend. The only player to come on tonight is Josh Graham. He's yet to see any footy for the Titans off the bench. Brisbane, they will do what Wally was talking about, a safe set of 6, having just scored a try. I don't think you're going to see too many passes in this set, just to settle things back down, having seen a 20-point lead whittled away to just 4 points, and now they've established 8 points again. Last tackle, and a Wallace kick from inside the 40, but a little high off the boot, and it's fielded by Rogers outside the 20. Mead will get onto it. For these young wingers, Mead and Gordon between them, 3 tries tonight. They are the future on the flanks for the Titans. Now you may see Gordon playing the centres down the track. Here is Jordan Atkins, taken there front on by Lockyer. And Lockyer, very light tackle count tonight. He's only had to make half a dozen tackles. And in big games, that is an exception these days. When teams come up against Lockyer, they go looking for him. Campbell out to Prince, 40 out from the line. Walker on the outside of Folau, wanted to get back inside. Last tackle Titans now. Prince is there at first receiver. Prince rushes up, places this kick. Interesting choice on the bounce. Yao Yi. Yao Yi. Oh yeah, Yao Yi is back to the 10-metre line.
Yeah, it was an interesting kick, but the chase was awful, absolutely awful. They're just not coming together at the moment. Little things like that. You've got to have 3 or 4 blokes there as soon as he gets the ball to keep him in the in goal.
Good player. Gerard Yao-Yi, and here is Hodges. Gets in the dummy half. You know he's going to run from there, and yet he beats 1 and 2 every time. Parker makes another 15 metres. It's simple but effective here from the Broncos. Now Lockyer's kick off the back of the legs of Atkins, and it will be a Titans scrum feed. Lockyer was looking for a little more ground off the kick.
Yeah, he's been terrific tonight, Darren Lockyer. Little things like he just did then. He just said, I'll just drift around there. All we need to do is slow it down. I'll put it out, be a scrum, you know, and we'll slow things down, suck him in for a bit. We've got an 8-point lead. We're going all right. And he's done that all night.
I think he would have been happier, Paul, had there not been a Titans player in the way there. Another 15 or 20 metres upfield would have put the pressure on the Titans and would have taken a tackle or 2 for all of their attacking players to get onside.
Campbell with a fend and then cut down by Wallace. He's almost done 3 times the tackle count of Darren Lockyer tonight. Wallace is now Walker is away. Chris Walker tries a step and runs into both shoulders of Carmichael Hunt. That didn't quite work the way he intended. Here's Campbell onto Prince. He put a good step and a good tackle by Glenn, Alex Glenn. Campbell, 15 out. Friend runs onto the ball. The hooker, the gamest in the comp. Harrison now. Prince short. Minicello is held over the top by Hodges. Last tackle. Dummy half. Atkins throws it to Prince. He tries a kick. He gets another one in. But Hunt has cleaned up. The Titans, when they need a big play, their last 2 kicks, they haven't produced it. And now 12 minutes remain at 34-26. I think if Scott Prince has his time over both kicks, he goes higher on both. Lockyer out to Taylor. Taylor runs away from Campbell. Taylor's left a second behind. Now they get LaFranchi over to him. 15 inside their own half. Lockyer kicks. And there's plenty on that from Darren Lockyer. Look at that one. Rogers, 15 out from his own line. That sailed sweetly off the left boot of Lockyer. Wallace was first man down. He was beaten. He's still able to hold him up. It was Winterstein with a tackle. Campbell away to Mead. 15 metres inside their own half. Straight to ANZ Stadium after this one. For the Bulldogs and the Knights. Now Prince on a Minicello, but flat-footed out wide. And plenty of numbers there for Brisbane. 10 inside their own half. Friend dummies to the left, goes right side, back to centre field with White. Tackled low by Taylor. Brad Myers ready to come in for another surge in this game. Now Bailey beats Sims. And he's 1 metre inside Brisbane's half, but it's been a lacklustre set really from the Titans here. Prince looked down, now decides to run. It's gone forward. Rogers puts a boot to it, and it's into the fence.
Gee, that's wonderful defence on that occasion from Big Dave Taylor. He's the man that sprinted across to put some pressure on Scotty Prince and really nullified whatever chance they had of attacking out wide. A big man doing plenty of work.
John Cartwright unimpressed with all of that. 34-26, but if you're joining us late, it did get out to 30 points to 10 at one stage to Brisbane. And then back to 30-26. And then a Folau intercept off a Luke Bailey pass in the 63rd minute. Gave the Broncos that 8-point buffer. And Folau has a hat-trick tonight. Following on from Slater last night. Fido. Tackled there by Minicello. Now Parker. Minicello at a marker. That's fair. Last tackle. Glenn. Wallace steadies to Bob. Out towards David Mead. He dropped one in the first half. A test for the young bloke. And he does well. And then decides to, well, deliver a soft quarterback throw there. David Mead.
He wasn't happy. But that's all right. A little bit late.
Make sure Christian's behind you, Nathan. Wait.
You know what they haven't done enough tonight, the Gold Coast Titans, is offloaded. 3 offloads in 70 minutes is not good enough, and they've made it too easy for the Broncos to bring them down to the ground, and they haven't really looked to offload. They needed to keep the play going on many occasions, and they haven't done that.
Ashton Sims, big tackle on Henderson as they spread from Campbell to Prince. The flick inside. Here goes Walker again. Walker's winding back the clock. 40 metres away from the line. Slow play the ball there. Campbell. Prince, they're going to kick. Great tactics. No one's home. Mead's there. Mead is there. And the Titans, the fans have got up again. It's 34-30. And the two young wingers have now got doubles, Mead and Gordon.
And they're still alive. Scott Prince just looked up. There's no one there. I might as well kick it. And David Mead's got the speed. He's high-fiving already, Scott Prince.
The points continue to mount up. Who saw this coming? 34-30. Hope you're enjoying this across the United States.
Hey there.
Live finals footy on Channel 9. Prince converts. It's 34-32. Did anyone see this coming? 66 points between the Broncos and the Titans.
Beautifully read by Scotty Prince. Carmichael Hunt had been involved in the defence just 10 seconds earlier than that. Princey had a look, spotted nothing. But that's a massive amount of points, and the nerves are on board both coaches.
Well, everyone in the McIntyre system's nervous right at the moment. Even the Black McIntyre, wherever he is. Here's Campbell. Gets it back to Henderson. He's outside the 10. Thaiday makes the tackle. Campbell, quick play the ball. Very flat. Atkins. They need a good set here, the Titans. Friend. On to Henderson. Just thinking back, they haven't been in front of the match since the 16th minute when Folau got his first try of the night. Prince goes across field, then on to Myers. Myers offloaded. They've lost it. They've lost it inside their own half.
No, and there was their fourth offload of the night. It wasn't a good one. Wasn't a good one.
34.
And he's had
32.
such a good game too, the big fella.
And now McCulloch, 33 metres from the Titans line. Still 6 minutes to play, just over in fact. But it is advantage Brisbane at this point. Kenny to play it inside the 30. Both sets of fans are chanting. Wallace out the back. Lockyer, up comes Campbell. Like a salad dressing on a lettuce leaf. The light kind, Fatty. 19 metres out from the line.
That'll do, mate.
McCulloch to Lockyer. Kicks over the top. Rogers underneath it. It's batted forward. Mead's got the ball. He's back to the field of play. He can move. And there is Lockyer to make the tackle.
Oh, he can move all right, and Lockyer was there to get him. There's a Gold Coast Titans player down
It's Rogers.
in the background.
Just 3 metres out from the line. Prince onto Henderson. Henderson up to the 30. Depending on how bad he is, they may stop play for Matt Rogers. Taylor, no fullback home. Taylor intercept of all the players. Second time in the half, and Dave Taylor has scored. The son of a coal driver from Blackwater has taken the whole lot over the try line, and still the Titans fullback Matt Rogers is flat on his back. Now the trainers have come up saying, what about it? Stop the play. How can play continue? How come a sideline official didn't see it?
Yeah, no fullback at home. I'm not sure he would have been having the ball. He may not have been back there anyway, but David Taylor, he's had a big game. A big game. Again, hard to believe he's going to South Sydney, leaving this great club. And aren't they happy?
real disappointment for the Gold Coast players. Having Matty Rogers down really denied them the opportunity, but that is 12 points. They're going to virtually hand the Broncos on a plate. The other pass, of course, from Luke Bailey offered the opportunity. The injury coming from a great contest for the football. Matty Rogers being tipped upside down and coming down, suffering a pretty serious injury by the looks of it. Let's just hope everything's going to be okay for him.
I think he might have landed straight on his head when he's come down. Yeah, he has head first into the turf. And as a result, he's down, he's flat on his back, nearly unconscious.
And when he came back from rugby union, the league, he came back with a history of some pretty serious neck problems and underwent a fair deal of surgery. So you can imagine he would be most concerned at any knock. Bulldogs nights coming up at ANZ Stadium. Well, the 9 crew down there match this from Skilled Park. It's been quite a night here, and I think the Bulldogs and the Knights can match it. In fact, I'm sure they can. The Knights on their form last week against Penrith. The Bulldogs wanting to advance straight through to week 3. So much to play for the Blue and Whites tonight. It's a good sign to see Rogers up like that. But so many times you would see a player, oh yeah, doesn't he hit hard? See a player down in that instance, doesn't matter where they are on the field, that play may only go on a tackle and then be stopped.
It's a tough one for the officials, you know, because now the Gold Coast have got the ball, they've got 4.5 minutes to go, they're in possession, they're on a bit of a roll. You know, do you pull it up? How bad is he?
Just saw Matty Rogers saying, "Did they score a try?" The pain even worse for the very talented fullback.
And suddenly Manly get a little nervous again, as they will ride out tonight and tomorrow in this McIntyre system. Parker from 12 out is ready to go. Corey Parker, and he is successful. I do remember a match a couple of seasons ago, Penrith against Brisbane at Suncorp, where Penrith came up with a couple of tries in the last 4 minutes, and then Peter Wallace came up with a big play to win it for the Panthers. Scott Prince will restart play. Nathan Friend got a head start. They missed that one. Lockyer is onto the ball. Lungi Setu is with it for Brisbane. And now the ball comes loose. Thaida's got it. But I have liked the work of Setu tonight for Brisbane. And some of his best football has come at the pointy end of the season. Slow to make an impact, having joined the club from the Dragons. 3 to go. 40-32. I suppose you've got to look at it. The Titans, second straight week, a big scoreline against them, albeit they have scored 32 of their own this week, but that's 78 points in 2 weeks. Wallace, 5 inside his own half. Good kick. Gordon, it's over his head. Walker's back at fullback. Walker's got the ball and then does the voluntary tackle because he took the odds to going close to the sideline.
Must give Chris a rap as well. He's played terrific tonight. He made one little mistake, but you know, first game back for a long time. He's had a pretty good game. But the Broncos have had a heap of stars. They'll win this, and it's been their old stages who have done it for them. Darren Lockyer in particular has had a fantastic game.
So outside their 30, and the Titans on the last tackle. Now they need the absolute Hail Mary play. Prince has gone and kicked deep. And this one, Brisbane will watch it go over the dead ball line. That'll soak up more time. And you'll see a team, I think, go through the motions in the next set. No matter how quick the Titans are to set play, although the clock has been stopped. By the way, the moment it's full time here, we're straight off to ANZ Stadium. We'll come back later with our Toyota Orion man of the match. In fact, we'll do that at half time. at ANZ. But the Bulldogs and the Knights are to do battle, second against seventh. And here sixth has beaten third. This is Brisbane, just outside their 30. What about their tries tonight? McCulloch in the 9th minute. Folau a hat-trick. Yao-Yi, Lockyer, Taylor, intercept try in the 76th. And for the Titans, Gordon a double, Mead a double, Campbell and Myers. But it was a 20-point ball game at one stage in this second half, and well done to the Titans for mustering a comeback. And you've got to say they mustered too. Now the kick as Campbell pushed McCulloch in the process of kicking the ball. It's over the sideline. And Titans will have possession. Now Friend on to Bailey. Bailey with it. He will curse a pass in this second half that Israel Folau got that killed a bit of the Titans' momentum. Now Friend short to Myers. He's been outstanding. And he is tackled just inside the 40. Now with Prince, back to Brad Myers, still they attack the Titans. The 10-second countdown about to start. Prince put a kick through, Hodges loses the ball, then it's kicked off the deck by Prince. It's knocked on, I thought, by Hodges. It'll be an end of the football for tonight. And Brisbane are safely through. They have negotiated the first week of the playoffs. 18th consecutive year. And they've also registered 6 straight wins now at this end of the season.